All right. Hello. Good morning. So today I have a little visual tool that I'd like to share with you. But let's start with a question. When you feel stressed and like that fear gremlin or the failure gremlin or the oh my God, I just can't do this gremlin is sitting on your shoulders, where do you feel it? Where do you feel it in your body? Now, for me, I definitely feel it in my shoulders. I feel the weight. But it's very often, the constriction is very often in my throat or in my chest. And so after decades of coaching with women, that seems to be pretty common. So I wanted to give you a little visual exercise tool of what's happening so that what may be feeling like a breakdown can be reimagined as a breakthrough. So I want you to picture this. You ready? I want you to picture something. Picture a figure eight. Picture this. And if you turn the figure eight on its side, it's the infinity flow. Okay. Now that dot in the center, it can either constrict or it can energize. Okay. Just hang out with that for a minute. That idea that you got this. It's flowing. And there's a dot. There's a dot right in the center of that. And every time the energy flows through that dot, it's either energized or it's constricted. Now, let's take this a step further. When I visualize this, I visualize the top chamber. Well, actually, two different ways, and I'll share both with you. One way is I visualize the top chamber being my head, my brain, okay? And the bottom chamber being my heart, my soul. And if I can't find my voice, I can't speak my truth, so to speak. If I can't find my voice, I can't speak up. I can't say what I feel like I need to say to the person I need to say it to. I feel the constriction here, right in my throat. But if there's a hurtingness that goes with it, okay, I have another visual, and that is I picture this upper chamber as my entire soul being, and the bottom chamber as my gut. Okay, camera's not quite catching that, but you can picture me taking my belly in, taking my gut in. Okay, my divine self and my human self. Okay, now I personally believe they're one and the same, but that the soul self recognizes the human self to a greater degree than the human self connects with and recognizes the soul self. And that's a good bit of why we're here in human life, is to find our way home to this oneness, to this synthesis. But when I'm feeling that, I'm feeling this disconnect from my soul self, my divine self, and my human self, my flesh and blood self, I feel that here in my heart. And once again, this either constricts, and I feel blocked. Wasn't that a lovely sound? I feel stuck and blocked, or it re-energizes. And every time this energy flows through my soul self, my divine self, and then down through my gut and my human self, I feel all of my beingness amplified and unified. Another thing about this visual is this idea that of duality. Now, not everybody likes the idea of duality. Personally, I think it's one of the most beautiful constructs that we have available as humans, because in seeing the human seeing of this as duality, divine soul self and human flesh and blood self. Probably should reposition the camera so you can see all this, but in, in sensing that as duality, it is like a funnel. It's like a funnel guiding us to reuniting it, reuniting the wholeness of each of us, the wholeness of who we are, all of us. So this is your visual for today. Would picture yourself as an energy flow, okay? And I want you to think and feel what happens in the dot. Doesn't matter if you feel the dot here or somewhere else in your body. There are times when I feel it going through my shoulders and my neck. And a lot of times I will feel the dot on the back of my neck as pressure, as tension. And that's telling me that there is a synthesis, a reunion with oneness that is wanting to happen somewhere in my being. And it's a signal. It's like a siren call calling us home, okay? And just for a fun fact to leave you with, a lot of folks have pet names for God. Some is just straight up God. Others have other names, could be Source, the universe, or whatever. But some have genuine pet names. I hear a lot of people call God the big guy or the big gal or something like that. Me? Dot. My pet name for God is Dot, because this is the fount through which all blessings flow or get constricted. We need to pay attention to the dot. So that's your tool for today, your exercise, your something to do for yourself today. All righty? Bye for now.